We created Design Miami in response to the need for the most important forum for collectible design.
This year's show has evolved from last year as the art has evolved over the arbitrary 12-month period. There were more expectations now for the quality of the work, for the content of the work. So I would say the bar was raised this year, which is what all of us want.
Design Miami was the first show that really showcased international design in the same way and at the same time as art. And by forming this alliance with Art Basel, doing the shows simultaneously and cross-promoting art and design were seen as one.
It's become like a global meeting point of important contacts and friends from the design world, from all around the world.
We participate in Design Miami because I think a lot of the ways of thinking about design are about creativity, about innovation, about new ways of looking at the world, and that is really exactly what we try and do as HSBC Private Bank in working with our client.
This year's show is unbelievable. In the Design District, we have wonderful satellite shows. Inside Design Miami, you'll see performance and process occurring with 8 incredible designers. There are great talks. Also, there are wonderful art shows.
This year just seems to have a lot more energy, and people really seem to be taking it a lot more seriously.
The most exciting work in the show is the Tokujin installation.
The work of the designer of the year, Tokujin Yoshioka, up on the 4th floor is absolutely magical.
Tokujin Yoshioka was selected for Designer of the Year because Tokujin really represents the incredible creativity that is coming out of Japan right now.
I think there are 2 elements for this art fair. There is one for Art Basel, there is the other one for Design Miami. And what's very interesting for this fair is that those 2 elements are united. And I think I can show what I really like to do in this fair. And I'm really happy that people are finally accepting my work and liking it.
In 2005, we initiated Design Miami, inviting the most important design galleries of both historic and contemporary design.
Many of our designers are in fact artists, so it's a common audience for us.
Design Miami is a marketplace. Miami has become, I would say, the most important marketplace in the world today for design.
Yeah, for me, Design Miami is quite important because, in fact, we are very close from Art Basel Miami, and 90% of our collectors are art collectors.
Because the most important collectors in the world are here.
We specialize in modern French design, mid-20th century, like Jean Prouvé, Charlotte Perriand, Le Corbusier.
I think exhibitors come to Design Miami and learn a lot. I feel as though they come to see the most important design being presented through our galleries, so collectors will find the best of the best throughout the world.
People take you seriously if you turn up at Design Miami.
Our exhibition is called Fragile. It's centered around fragile materials such as glass, ceramics, and porcelain.
The experience of the visitors this year is really a participatory experience where people come and really enjoy the show, not only as spectators, but really embracing and having an interactive role with everybody who's participating in the show, from the designers to the gallerists to the museum directors, the sponsors, and the organizers, of course.
Our work is called Light Showers, and it was conceived as a multimedia installation piece.
Meant to be for adult, meditating, contemplating space.
The cutting edge show of cutting edge design these days.
Why Design Miami? Because it's unquestionably the leading international forum for design worldwide. So for us, that part was a fairly easy decision.
I like all the performances, but my favourite one I think is the glass lab. First of all, because it's outside, and you're under a tree, and when it rains you get wet, and when the sun comes out you get hot.
Since glass is very melting, it's like water, we can combine the rigidity of the element and also the flow, the very, very spontaneous and organic forms of our sketch and what we have in mind.
Designers coming from all kinds of different backgrounds, you know, we have performances and sort of symposia, so it really has a lot to teach you about, but also as a way of introducing both emerging talent with established talent.
The idea with the performance was that it was interactive with the audience, that the crowds coming round, that they could drop off their empty plastic water bottles, and the idea was that we could recycle the bases of these plastic water bottles and create a water drop shaped chandelier.
I mean, the performances are amazing. You've got young talented people making things in front of you. That's something I've never seen happen before anywhere.
Our sponsors, HSBC Private Bank, as our principal sponsor of the show, as well as Audi, our main sponsor, have really added to the show.
We've brought along the Audi Cross Cabriolet. There's still a human touch in car design, and we still design with a blank sheet of paper and a pencil or a pen. I mean, I'm here sketching, which I haven't done for a long time. Plus, we're showing the process of a clay model. And this is a material which allows us to be very flexible in the changes we can make to a model.
I thought I'd just ask each of the designers here, one by one, to talk about who they are, what they do, what they consider their design approach.
We want to enhance the way people can live. We want to enhance the way people are going to work or dream, and use that for the basis of our design.
To make a microclimate around houses that people feel comfortable.
Contemporary thinking, and this you could do it with a small object or a huge hotel or whatever.
The works that are really from the beginning of the contemporary design era, the Lockheed Lounge.
It's a breath of fresh air for me to come here and see so many nice design objects in one building.
Miami is such a fantastic environment for a design fair. Obviously it's a very fun place.
To come to the show and really learn about what's going on in design today.